stop everything. Stop what you're doing and listen to me, because what I'm about to tell you in the next few minutes has changed millions of lives, and it's going to change yours too. Imagine standing in the middle of your life, looking around you. There are things you've been waiting for months, things you've been carrying for years, pains you've dragged along for so long you've forgotten what it feels like to walk light. You've tried everything, you've forced it, you've begged, you've calculated, you've fought yourself in the silence of your room, and still it doesn't come. Why? Here's the truth nobody has ever told you clearly. It's not because you don't deserve it. It's not because you're not good enough. It's not because life is unfair to you. It's because you're gripping too tight. And everything you grip too tight eventually dies in your hands. You're standing at the edge of a river. The water flows gently in front of you, and in your hands you're holding a fistful of sand. Every grain represents something you want desperately. A love, a success, a person, a future you've pictured in your mind hundreds of times. You clench hard, but the harder you clench, the more the sand slips through your fingers. Feel it, that's exactly what you're doing with your life. You clench, you force, you exhaust yourself, and the thing you want most drifts further away every time you reach for it. Today, I'm going to reveal something Buddhist monks have known for centuries. Something simple, something powerful, something that will transform the way you see your life, your desires, and everything you believe you have to control. This secret is called letting go. And no, it's not resignation, it's not weakness, it's not giving up on your dreams. It's exactly the opposite. Letting go is the most courageous act a human being can perform. It's telling life, I trust you. I know that what belongs to me will come to me. Stay with me until the end of this video, because what you're about to hear today, you've needed for a long time. Welcome to Buddhist Wisdom. If you're new here, subscribe now and turn on the bell. Every week, we explore together the teachings that transform lives. Hundreds of thousands of people are already walking this path with us, and today, it's your turn. There's an old story told in the Buddhist monasteries of Tibet. Listen closely, because it speaks directly to you. A young monk, let's call him Tenzin, was obsessed with one single thing: enlightenment. He meditated for hours every day. He refused to eat, to sleep, to speak. He forced, he pushed, he fought against himself with a silent violence no one saw but everyone around him could feel. One morning, his master found him collapsed, eyes red, body trembling, soul exhausted. The master sat beside him without a word. Then he took a small bird in his hands and said gently, "Tenzin, watch." He closed his hands around the bird. The bird struggled. The master gripped tighter. The bird stopped moving. Then the master slowly opened his hands, and the bird stayed there still, trusting, at peace. Then it flew away. The master looked Tenzin in the eyes and said simply, "What you want to hold on to, you must first know how to release." Let that sentence sink into you. Truly, that sentence has crossed centuries, crossed mountains, and it speaks to you today, right now, in this exact moment, because you too are holding on to something too tightly. A relationship you're trying to save alone, a job that consumes you but you can't leave, a person who's gone but you refuse to let go of in your mind, a dream you carry like a cross instead of wearing like wings. What are you gripping too tightly right now? Write it in the comments. Just one word, just one area of your life. This simple act of naming what you carry already sets down part of the weight. Before we go further, I want to tell you Amara's story. Amara lived in a small town in the south of France. For 7 years, she bet everything on a single career project. 7 years of sacrifice, 7 sleepless nights, 7 years of turning down other opportunities because she was convinced this project was her only path to happiness. And one day, that project collapsed overnight, without warning. Amara told me later, "I had gripped so hard that when it fell apart, I thought I was the one collapsing." But in the rubble of what she'd built, she found something she'd never gone looking for, a hidden passion, a talent she had ignored for years. 2 years later, she was running a music school. She glowed in a way she never had before. And she often says today, "My collapse was actually an opening. Life was offering me something bigger, but I couldn't see it as long as I was gripping the old thing. Life may be offering you something bigger too, something you haven't yet imagined, something that suits you far more than what you're forcing right now. But you can't receive it as long as your hands are closed. Here is the first truth the Buddha left us. Carve it into your memory. Suffering comes from attachment, not from effort, not from desire, from attachment. There's a huge difference between wanting something and clinging to it as if your life depended on it. Wanting is planting a seed. You place it in the soil, you water it, you trust the sun. Clinging is digging up the seed every morning to check if it's grown. It's holding it in your hand while crying. It's ordering it to grow. The seed cannot grow in a closed hand. It needs soil. It needs darkness. It needs time. It needs you to trust it. Do you truly trust life? Do you trust the path in front of you? Buddhists have a word for this state of forced attachment. They call it upadana grasping. Upadana is that invisible hand that closes around what you want, what you're afraid to lose, what you cannot let go of. And the Buddha taught that this grasping is the root of all human suffering. Not because desire is bad, but because grasping whispers a lie in your ear. If you let go, you lose everything. When the truth is exactly the opposite. When you let go, what's yours comes back. When you let go, what wasn't meant for you disappears, and that's a grace. When you let go, life can finally move in the right direction. Repeat these words silently or out loud. When I let go, what is mine returns. When I let go, I become free. When I let go, life begins. Let these words settle. Let them sink in. Let them do their work in you. Now here's why you can't let go, and I'm going to be direct with you, because you deserve the truth. The first reason is the fear of emptiness. For a lot of people, letting go feels like falling into a black hole. If I stop thinking about it, if I stop controlling everything, what's left? This fear is natural, it's human, but it rests on an illusion, the illusion that control protects you. The truth is, you've never really controlled much of anything. The sun rises without you, your heart beats without you, the tides rise without you. Life unfolds according to a wisdom infinitely greater than your own. Your resistance doesn't change the course of things, it just wears you out. The second reason is the fear of appearing weak. In our society, letting go looks like surrender. You've been told a winner never stops, that you always have to push harder, that giving up is failing. But look at the great trees. The ones that survive storms aren't the most rigid, they're the most flexible. Bamboo bends in the storm. It doesn't break. It springs back upright when the wind dies down. Letting go is the flexibility of bamboo, not fragility. It's wisdom. And the third reason, the deepest, the most painful, is that somewhere inside, you no longer trust life. You've been disappointed, betrayed, abandoned. You asked and didn't receive. You hoped and you suffered. You opened up and someone took advantage of that openness. So somewhere deep down, without even realizing it, you decided that if you don't force things yourself, nothing will happen. Is that true for you? Take a real moment on this, because here's what I want you to hear deeply. What belongs to you cannot pass you by. What belongs to you is waiting for you. It's simply waiting for you to stop blocking the path with your resistance. I want to tell you about Kenji now, a doctor in Japan, brilliant, respected by everyone. But Kenji had been carrying a wound for 20 years that no one could see. His father had died before they reconciled. 20 years of silent guilt. 20 years of anger turned inward. 20 years of punishing himself for something he could no longer change. One evening, an old monk said these words to him. You carry your father like a stone around your neck, but he is already free. It's you who refuses to be. Kenji cried for an hour. Then he wrote a long letter to his father, full of everything he'd never been able to say, and he burned it in a garden. He says that the moment the flames consumed the last page, he felt something settle inside him, something he'd been carrying for so long he'd forgotten it was never his to carry. You might be carrying something that's no longer yours, an old pain, an old anger, an old version of yourself you refuse to release. You have the right to set it down. You have the right to be free. Now, not tomorrow. Here are concrete practices, tools monks have used for centuries that you can start today. The first practice, the visualization of opening. Find a quiet place, sit down, close your eyes. Think of something you're trying to control right now, something weighing on you, something you've carried for too long. Give it a shape in your mind, a color, a weight. Hold it in your imagined hands. Really look at it. Now say these words out loud. I entrust you to life. I trust you, and I trust myself. Open your hands. Let go. This exercise, repeated every morning for 7 days, starts to reprogram something in your brain. It breaks the cycle of grasping. It creates space, and in that space, life can finally enter. The second practice, the evening line. Tonight, before falling asleep, take a notebook and write a single sentence. Today, I did my part. The rest belongs to life. One sentence every evening for 30 days. This practice sets down the weight of the day. It closes the door on anxiety. It tells your mind, you can rest. And in that rest, the answers you were looking for often arrive in the morning, fresh, clear, luminous. The third practice, anticipated gratitude. Every morning, before getting up, lie still for just 30 seconds and say these words. I'm grateful for what is already here, and I trust what is coming. 30 seconds each morning. This practice changes everything. It starts your day from abundance instead of starting it from lack. Sow gratitude, harvest abundance. Sow fear, harvest resistance. Sow trust, harvest peace. What do you want to sow starting today? Write it in the comments. And if this video has moved you, share it now with someone who needs it. You never know how much weight a simple share can help someone set down. In Zen Buddhism, there's a state the masters consider the pinnacle of human wisdom. They call it Mushin, the mind without mind. It's the state in which you act without being weighed down by fear, without being paralyzed by ego, without being enslaved to the outcome. Japanese sword masters devoted their entire lives to reaching this state, not to become machines, but to become rivers, fluid, natural, powerful. A river doesn't force its way. It doesn't fight the rocks. It flows around them with grace. It always finds its way to the sea. You too carry this wisdom inside you, this fluidity, this naturalness, but you've buried it under years of resistance. When you let go, you become a river again. I want to tell you about Kimiko now, a woman in Japan who spent 15 years waiting for her ex-husband to come back. 15 years refusing to move forward, 15 years living half a life, 15 years carrying a love that had been gone for a long time. One day, an old Buddhist nun asked her a simple question, but this question changed everything. Do you really want him to come back, or do you just want to stop suffering? Kimiko burst into tears, because deep down she'd known the answer for a long time. She didn't want to suffer anymore. She wanted to be free. That day, Kimiko let go, not because she'd stopped loving him, but because she'd finally chosen to love herself. 3 years later, she met someone real, someone deep, someone who matched her in a way she'd never imagined possible. She often says today, life was waiting for me. I was the one blocking the door. Life is waiting for you. Stop blocking the door. Buddhist letting go isn't inaction. It isn't sitting still doing nothing, waiting for the sky to hand you everything. It's acting without attachment to the outcome. There's a huge difference between these two ways of living. I'll do everything to make it work, and if it doesn't, I'll be destroyed. Versus, I'll do everything to make it work, and whatever happens, I'll trust what comes. That second sentence is letting go in action. You plant the seed, you water it, you do your part, and then you let the sun do its. This is what Buddhists call non-attachment to the fruit of action. Do your part fully, honestly, with love, and then let it be. There's a Tibetan monk named Matthieu Ricard. Scientists who studied his brain called him the happiest man in the world. He was once asked, "What's the secret to your happiness?" He answered calmly, "I no longer fight what is. I welcome, I release, and I trust." 3 words: welcome, release, trust. No magic formula, no complex technique, just this decision, renewed every day. I let go, and I let life bring me what is mine. Let's talk about what happens when you truly let go. Something fascinating occurs. Life starts speaking to you. Coincidences multiply. Encounters accelerate. Doors that had seemed closed for years open up. It's not magic, it's alignment. When you're no longer in resistance, when your energy is no longer blocked by anxiety and control, you become available. You become receptive. You start seeing opportunities you couldn't see before because you were staring too intently in a single direction. The Buddha said, "When the student is ready, the teacher appears." This wisdom isn't just about spiritual masters. It applies to everything you need in your life. When you're ready, what's yours appears. And being ready starts with letting go. Letting go doesn't mean you'll never feel pain again, that your life will become one long, calm river with no turbulence. Life will keep bringing you challenges, losses, painful surprises. But here's the difference. Before letting go, when pain arrives, you add a layer of resistance to it. You fight it. You refuse to let it be there. And that resistance doubles, triples, multiplies the suffering. After letting go, when pain arrives, you let it pass through. You welcome it. You say to it, "I see that you're here. I let you pass." And it passes, because everything passes. Everything. Absolutely everything. This is the Buddha's fundamental teaching on impermanence. Nothing is permanent. Not joy, not pain, not circumstances, not people, not moments. Everything is in motion, and suffering comes from wanting to freeze what was made to move. Let life move, and you'll move with it. I want to ask you an important question, one I'd like you to take seriously. What are you carrying right now that you're not meant to carry alone? What situation in your life is draining more energy than it should? What relationship is emptying you out? What project is paralyzing you? What expectation is eating you up from the inside? Write it in the comments. Just the area: love, work, family, health, self-confidence. This simple act of naming what you carry already sets a bit of the weight down. And the Buddhist wisdom community is here. Thousands of people walking the same path as you toward more peace, more freedom, more lightness. You're not alone on this path. We've talked about the sand that slips away when you grip too tight. We've talked about the bird that flies off when you open your hands. We've talked about the river that always finds its way. And now, I want you to picture one last thing. You're standing at the edge of that river, but this time your hands are empty. You watch the water flow calm, powerful, constant, and you realize something. That river is your life. It flows, it moves forward, it works its way around obstacles. It always finds its way towards something bigger, and you don't need to force it. You don't need to control it. You only need to join it. Dive into your own life. Trust it. Trust yourself, because what's yours is already on its way to you. It has always been on its way. It was just waiting for you to open your hands. When you let go, life begins. When you let go, what's yours returns. When you let go, you finally become free. Repeat these words once more. When I let go, life begins. When I let go, what is mine returns. When I let go, I become free. Let these words settle in you. Let them do their work. Thank you for staying with me until here. It's not a coincidence that you're watching this video today. Nothing ever is. Now, do one thing. Just one. Close your eyes, place one hand over your heart, and take 3 slow breaths. On the third exhale, say quietly to yourself, I release what I've been holding, and I open my hands to what's coming. This isn't just a ritual, it's a decision. It's a promise you're making to yourself. It's the first step toward a lighter, freer, more aligned life. Then, in the comments, write this phrase so we can walk this together. I open my hands today. Subscribe to Buddhist Wisdom if this message touched something in you. Every week, we explore together the teachings that transform lives. And if someone in your life needs to hear this message today, share this video now. You never know how much weight you might help someone set down. Leave a like to support the channel and help more people hear this message. Always remember, you don't have to carry everything. You don't have to force everything. You only have to let go and let life do the rest.